coming
Check.
out of Ventura, it is just jammed.
All right, this is
From
CJ again
Ventura up to Santa
with an
Barbara. Reporting
update
live from Skybox. I'm Rick
for
Tippett back in the studio.
12/7/2007. Today is Thursday, and it's 12:54, almost 1 p.m. Pacific time. We're looking at this right now because it's Faria Beach, and right now, and Faria Beach is in Ventura County. Let me go here to my flight radar. So if I zoom out, we see that Ventura proper's here, and then Faria Beach is here. I'm not seeing any air activity at this point because it looks like this just flared up, and Fox 11 issue. In fact, it's pointing up to the north now. This is between Ventura and Santa Barbara. But there's no air activity now, and they're getting engines there. It's mostly vegetation that's burning. But what I want to do in this update is I'm going to show you how you can do this yourself and go online and look at the air operations. It's always a combination of trying to get live video feeds, which this is, combined with downloading this app. It's called Scanner Radio Pro. I paid like what was it, 10 bucks? I forgot how much it was. I paid 10 bucks to go from the free version to the paid version because it actually gives you alarms. Like if it's hitting the fan somewhere in the country, your phone actually lets you know. But it's been the most accurate. And currently I'm plugged into the Ventura County Fire channel. So that's important to have when you're doing this. Stand by. All right, so scanner radio, that's part of it. The next thing is Flight Radar 24. It's flightradar24.com. I actually signed up for the silver account just so that I could get more data on the aircraft that we're seeing flying around. And the other one I use as a backup is adsbexchange.com, which when you come in on an area over here on the right, it's going to give you a list of different aircraft that are out there. So for instance, if we click on this is a CAL FIRE observation plane. We also have a couple helicopters. This particular helicopter is, let's see, it looks like it's Air 5, and it's currently at the Camarillo Airport. I don't know if it's just landing or taking off. It looks like it's taking off. He's taking off to the south. And let's see. So I use this. It's probably going to support the fire that's down here on the beach. We also have two helicopters up here between Santa Paula and Fillmore. Okay, this is a Huey. No, this definitely isn't it, but it's a Huey. A leased helicopter that's being used for fire dropping. It looks like they're at Roland Park is where they're grabbing water, and then they're dropping it in these neighborhoods. And there's a second helicopter. Let me just pull it up here and get these things spread out. Okay, we have a second helicopter. Okay, this is from Guardian Helicopters. That's also a fire helicopter, so it looks like it took off from Santa Paula, and it's grabbing water in the river and then coming up. So we currently have two fire helicopters that are working this area between Santa Paula and Fillmore. I'm going to go back to Flight Radar 24 for a moment. Okay, so Ventura County, it's getting hot again. I'm still not seeing any air support over here at the beach, but let's go into LA and see what's going on. It's a NASA plane, so that doesn't mean anything. Let's see. Okay, Air 5 is taking off from Camarillo, and let's see what else we got. So we're going to head to Los Angeles, and we see that Air 5 from LA County Fire Department is coming in and making some selective drops. And so again, just to reiterate how to do this yourself, download the scanner app, have live video going so you can kind of see what's going on. Go to flightradar.com, which is a free service. I paid like $10 for the silver so I can get additional data. And Adsby Exchange is also free, which I really like because it gives me even more data as far as what's going on. But let's see here what's going on in LA. Okay, so this is a Beechcraft, and what was really interesting that I had seen earlier, let me go back to flight radar and see if that plane is still out here. Let's see. Yeah, so that Beechcraft where I just had some, let me see if it was off Ventura. Sorry to pop around here. Let me go back to Ventura. Okay, so this Beechcraft, what it's doing is it's a Medfly plane, and the interesting thing is how it's orbiting. It's leased by Medfly, but I'm pretty sure it has an infrared device on the bottom of the plane, and it's going back and forth, and it's actually shooting infrared of areas where there are hotspots. So it's finding the hotspots. It takes a while to determine, you know, what to click on. After a while, you get used to the shapes. Like this is a big plane, you can tell, and that's probably that Air New Zealand plane. But let's just kind of see what's going on here. All right, let me head back to flight radar. All right, so it looks like the Air 5 from Ventura County is heading up here to this area where Fillmore is. I want to try to see where all the airdrop planes are right now. Okay, what's this? Okay, that's just a police helicopter. Okay, so generally speaking, when you're looking at all the airdrop planes and they're working in LA, as I've done in other videos, is they're actually like refilling their bellies in Lancaster. And there were a whole cluster of them out this morning, and I am not seeing them. Let me go down to Hemet where they're based. Yeah, so I think they're on the ground right now. In fact, here we go. Okay, this is showing me that there's a fire in Oceanside, just off of Oceanside, California, because here's the planes. I just know how to spot them. So this particular plane is the CAL FIRE observation plane. And if we zoom in, we can see that the observation plane is doing an orbit. So that means the fire is in this specific area, which is, like I said, just northeast of Oceanside. We're going to click on some other planes. Okay, this is probably an observation plane. This one has no call sign. So this is definitely a tanker. So we see that there's a tanker in the area. And that's what's fun about these programs, is that if they have a registered photograph with the aircraft, you can always click on it. Let's see what we got here. Okay, here's another plane. Don't know exactly what it is, but it is part of the air attack team. You can tell because of the orbit that it's flying here. And it looks like it came out of Santee by El Cajon, and that's its base. Okay. Okay, what's coming across the scanner right now is in this area by the beach, they're saying that they don't need any helicopters. They don't need hand crews, they just need engines, and what they're having a problem with is finding water, which means that they may have to do suction from the ocean if it boils down to that. And that's the advantage of having the scanner app, especially if you live in the area. I've actually been to this house before. Huh, that's crazy. So they're trying to protect all these houses, but they can always draw from the ocean if they have to, even though they would rather not run salt water through their lines. But back down to this area here by Oceanside and Vista. And these planes are, like here's another tanker. Okay, so it looks like, even though I haven't seen anything about it, that this is where all the planes diverted to. And most of these planes were all up in Los Angeles early this morning and later today. And let me see what else we got here. Okay, so this particular plane says special missions, and it's got radar and infrared under it. So this particular aircraft is flying around using its infrared to look for hot spots and probably call some stuff in. I'm just looking for some other planes here, see what they're doing. So yeah, there's a ton of activity here right now, and looks like they ran their attack and now they're going back to fill their bellies. So what else do we have going on that I can see? I don't know what it is, but it matches what is probably a fire-related plane. Back to Los Angeles, just the helicopter, and there's a few other helicopters that aren't showing up. And this is that plane again that is doing the infrared mapping for hotspots, most likely. And back to Ventura, and we can see we have Ventura County Air 5 up this area, and you must be checking something out. There must be something going on, and this is a fire helicopter as well. So that's it for now. Like I said, the key is the scanner, Flight Radar 24, the images you get to look at, ADS-B exchange, and then, like I said, looking for a live video that you can compare to it. So if you have any questions about anything, then message me at the bottom of this video, and I'll have links to the different things I'm using here in the video itself. So everyone stay safe. CJ is out.